So here we are at the Samsung booth at CTIA. The first device we came across was the Samsung Galaxy S Wi-Fi edition. This is basically a Samsung Galaxy S with the same 1 GHz processor, same type of screen, etc., except for the fact that it only has Wi-Fi. There is no GSM, so there is no text messaging and phone calls except through VoIP applications like Quick Video and Google Voice, etc. So this device, though, this one we're looking at here, is the 5.0 version, which basically means that the screen is 5 inches. Similar to the Dell Streak, it is a very large device when you first look at it, but because it is mostly screen, it's not terribly too large. I could see how some people would really not like it and others would love it, so it's kind of a love or hate type of thing. The phone is very quick, just the same as any other Galaxy S device. Considering it has the same internals for the most part, you can understand why. Okay, the next device is the same thing. It's the 4.0 edition though. So this again has pretty much the same internals as any other Galaxy S device, but only has Wi-Fi. There is no GSM or CDMA or anything like that. It only has the data connection. But this one has a 4-inch screen, so it's basically a Samsung Galaxy S without the phone. Okay, the next device we saw was the Nexus S 4G. This is the same thing as the Nexus S that Google released not too long ago. It is actually almost identical in every way, except for the fact that this runs on Sprint's CDMA network. One thing that we did think was kind of interesting, you'll notice, version 2.3.4 for Android, which is interesting considering that 2.3.3 is the latest one we have right now, assuming that 0.4 means CDMA or maybe some changes for Sprint, etc. Now here we have the GSM Nexus S on the left with the Nexus S 4G, which is Sprint's, on the right. You can see they are literally identical in almost every way. Now we have the Samsung Galaxy S2. This is the sequel to the Samsung Galaxy S. A little bit larger of a screen, 4.3 instead of 4 inches. This is their dual-core device that they're launching now. Comparable maybe to the T-Mobile G2X from LG. Difference is that it does have their UI on top of it. So I've used both devices, and I have to say that G2X is a little bit faster, probably because of that UI. But regardless, it's still super quick. And this one has the Super AMOLED screen, which is very vibrant, very bright. This video doesn't really do it justice in person. It looks a lot better. Samsung also does claim that this is the world's thinnest smartphone at 8.9 millimeters thin. It is very thin. It's also very light. We jokingly questioned if it had a battery in it when we first picked it up, because it is very light. Okay, and here we have the highly anticipated Samsung Galaxy Tab 8.9. This was announced here at CTIA at the Samsung press event. It runs pretty much similar to the Motorola Zoom or any other honeycomb device, There's not too much that they put on top of it. They did add their UX, they're calling it, which basically is just a set of widgets that you can put on the home screen that Samsung has designed, and then a few other hubs. They have a social hub, a media hub, a music hub, etc. that they've kind of just, they're basically just apps that they've customized and put onto the device. Okay, and here we have the 10-inch version of the Galaxy Tab. Again, runs similar to any other Android Honeycomb device, but has the 10-inch screen, so it's a little closer in size to, say, the Motorola Zoom than the 8.9 is. Okay, now both this 10.1 and 8.9 that they had on display that we could actually use are the Vodafone versions, so they're actually thicker than the ones that are coming out. This is the size and the thinness of the new ones that are being released. These were prototypes that would not turn on, so they gave us these to kind of get the idea of the size of the new tablets, and the other ones were going to show us sort of the performance of the new tablets. So as you can see, they're both very thin. Here we have the 10-inch and the 8.9. So you can see the size difference.